to this door lies another dimension. One of beeps, one of boops. A reality where 8-bit and HD clash. This is the point where new retro meet. The 6.5 dimension, protected by the arcade overlord. You have crossed into the turbo zone.
Today's thrilling episode is brought to you in part by Bludger's Teeth Grit for mouth barnacles. I'm Charles Martinet, and now it's time for Bit.trip presents Runner2, Future Legend of Rhythm Alien.
Listen, when you open your game with the voice of Charles Martinet, who voices Mario, you automatically get my attention. Welcome to my review of Bit.trip presents Runner2, Future Legend of Rhythm Alien.
Its courageous contingent of charismatic compatriots was in hot pursuit of the fiendish Timbletot as they chased him into a realm above realms called the Hypersphere. It is at this moment, as if from nowhere, that a nefarious reality unfusion beam blindsides these 5 fearless friends. The always imperturbable Commander Video, shielding his elite assemblage of exceptional allies, takes the brunt of the blast and is sucked into an unknown dimension, a land of wondrous imagination found only at the apex of light and matter, a wavelength of the optical spectrum opened by the maniacal Timbletot to trap and enslave our gallant protagonist. Confused and companionless, our hero ponders his current position. The only thing that remains clear to him now is that he has fallen prey to a vulgar scheme full of villainy, which he must vanquish.
If you don't know what Bit.trip Runner or the whole Bit.trip series is, go back and watch my Bit.trip series review. The original Bit.trip series was a series of classically styled games with a narrative like no other game franchise. It was something that I compared to being an example of video games as art. So with that high of a caliber that the first series set, how would they possibly keep going? With Bit.trip presents Runner2, Future Legend of Rhythm Alien, of course. Bit.trip presents Runner2, Future Legend of Rhythm Alien is a sequel to the original Runner game, which Bit.trip Runner is a simple 2D platformer where you run and jump to the beat. When I say simple, I mean simple to learn. This game gets incredibly difficult and it is super addicting. One of my favorite things about this game is while the original Bit.trip series had a very almost 8-bit, almost Atari style graphics, just these very simple beeps and boops, the Runner2 game is more of a 3D style with the weird and wacky zany art, and it's very funny. Where the original, I wouldn't say the original series was trying to be serious, but where the original series was competent, this one is just kind of like out there and really bizarre, and I love it.
Once again in a fishy predicament, our daring friend cools it off and waits for this cetaceous old saw to sing. Into the Emerald Brine.
So as the good old Commander Video, you have to run and jump through these levels. There are 4 worlds in total with a bunch of stages in each, and they get super challenging. It's so fun just to memorize these stages and whatever else. And there's a ton of unlockable characters too, and tons of secrets to find. It's like a big budget 2D platformer, only it's an endless runner. I fully recommend this game. In fact, I fully recommend the whole Bit.trip series. Bit.trip Runner2 was just announced for the Switch, and that's like one of the only reasons why I really want to eventually get a Switch is because Bit.trip Runner, because I'm a huge Bit.trip fan. But Runner2 is really, it's available on all types of platforms. I know I have it here on the PS4. I also had it on the PS3 for a while. It's on the Wii U, which I have it on the Wii U. And there's even a mobile phone version, which I also have. If you haven't gotten into Bit.trip and you haven't had fun with Commander Video, this is definitely a good place to start because they took the original Runner formula and modernized it a bit. There's checkpoints, there's a lot more to do. And I do feel like Runner2 is a lot easier than the original Runner because the original Runner got really brutal.
Slurped from the sheltered backwoods of the supernature, Commander Video's acceptance of his plight strains as the tide of his journey recedes into the mounting sads.
So yes, this is kind of like a rhythm game mixed with a 2D platformer. The music is fantastic, and the presentation is charming. The style in this game is really quirky and weird, but I love it so much. Bit.trip presents Runner2, Future Legend of Rhythm Alien, one of the best names for a game in history, gets my recommendation. That shouldn't come to no surprise. If you know me, you should know that I'm a pretty big Bit.trip fan.
Hey geeks and gamers, TurboBot90013 here. Remember to subscribe to the Turbo Zone for more content. The Arcade Overlord, thank you. Stay retro. Turbo Zone.